After months of traveling through New Zealand and weeks of hosting charters in the Caribbean, we were finally getting back to boat life on VA.
Or at least that was the plan. But sometimes life has other ideas.
If you caught our last episode, you know we've been on quite a journey lately. After our New Zealand road trip, we barely had time to settle back into VA before jetting off to the Caribbean for back-to-back Patreon charters.
We'd been going nonstop for months, and while we love sharing our sailing lifestyle with our supporters, we were definitely feeling the need for some space and some time to recharge.
I think it's going to be really important for you and I to actually have some space and time apart.
Little did we know the universe was about to grant that wish in a way we never expected. Hey everybody, I'm home. It feels really good. Although I'm getting home to, I prefer the weather in the Caribbean to this, but I can't control the weather. So I am home. As you probably heard me say, I'm home and not we're home. I'm here without Erica. It's pretty sad because she's gonna spend some time with family. Her dad's not doing super, has had to have a couple things going on. There was a pneumonia related thing and he's okay. So everybody rest assured he's doing fine, but not super, and it really made sense for her to go spend some time with him while I knock out some of the more, the tougher projects to do and stuff that she doesn't like living through. Totally understandable, it's pretty dirty. And for me, I am glad to be here, but man, the weather is sideways and it's turning worse. It's supposed to be real bad over the next couple days. And another thing that's weighing on me a lot is that it's really starting to hit me how much I've bit off all the work. I may have bitten off more than I can chew, for sure. Initially, when we got to New Zealand, we were going to do 6 months, 3 months traveling and 3 months of boat work. And now with everything that's happened in our charters, I've got 3 months worth of work to get done in 6 weeks, and it's really starting to worry me. I'm actually starting to look at the list and take things off of the list, things that aren't really crucial, things that can wait, and just save the crucial items on the list. And it's still a big list. There's a lot that has to happen. I got to put the sail drives back together. There's bottom work that has to be done to both the keel and the rudders. Some of the bigger, actually I'll just have to show you rather than just talk about it. Hold please. It is a freaking wet day. It's been a couple really wet days, and in fact my homecoming has not been ideal. It's okay, but it'd have been really nice if it was sunny and all the projects just started flowing and the creative juices are going and everything, but that's just not the way it is right now. And the weather outlook is absolutely horrific in the next couple days, so we'll see what happens there. But anyways, this is my list, and I know it doesn't look long, but this is big. I'll go over the big ones with you. We're remodeling the kitchen just a little bit. We're relocating the oven, which is kind of hard to get to up there, down to where the freezer is. This is our freezer. That freezer is getting eliminated, and I'm building a freezer in that, under that cushion, in that bench. I'm inspired by how Delos on their Amel, they have a fridge and a freezer in 2 different benches, and they're chest style, so they're very efficient. So basically I'm gonna do that. Also, another huge project, one of the biggest ones, is that this is where my barbecue used to sit. And on the newer boats, they have a fiberglass box and a built-in barbecue there that's a lot cleaner. And I've decided to build my own there. Same thing here. This is where we kept a cooler, or a chili bin, as they say in New Zealand. And I'm gonna build a fiberglass box there as a new chili bin. So right there, those 2 projects alone are pretty huge. But then there's all the other stuff that has to happen, like the bottom repair. There's some gel coat areas. I have a toilet to fix. That'll be fun. I'm rigging up a new code 0 on the bowsprit. We have 1 halyard to raise either 1 additional sail, and I want to have 2 up there. There's 2 spots on the mast for 2 halyards, but only 1 has ever been run, so I have to do that. I also have a brand new battery bank that I have to wire. That'll take several days because I have to create a new battery spot. I think we've shown that.
This is what is basically a fuel tank. I'm actually drilling holes in it because I will eventually cut the whole thing out It is non-structural, and there are structural members that are behind it, but actually you lose a lot of space here. So if we're not going to use it for a fuel tank, which we aren't, I would rather use it for some future upgrades.
We have a brand new mainsail from Precision Sails. Thank you, Precision Sails. We're very excited to get that up. We have a new windlass and chain. This is very exciting. Thank you, Chromox chain. That is fantastic. It's a stainless steel chain. And we have a new windlass from Maxwell. So I'm so glad to be getting that done. I'm so tired of wrestling with that existing windlass. So no more of that crap. And that about wraps it up. I mean, there's a lot of other little things that have to fall into place, but those are the big ticket items. So at this point, I'm trying to stay warm and wrap my head around this and figure out what to do first. But the plan right now is I'm going to do the fiberglass work first, because the fiberglass for sure has to happen when the temperature is like, it can't be too hot, can't be too cold. It's kind of like, you know, a Goldilocks type project.
It's too cold.
Those will be first up, since it's definitely getting colder. So yeah, just a ton to do. Just a ton to do. If you guys have been missing some of the boat work videos, you're in the right place, because there's going to be plenty of them coming up. And for those of you who stuck around and watched our road trip videos, I know that's not what we normally do, but a lot of you stuck around and watched that and stuck with us. So thank you very much and welcome back. This is gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on and exciting projects, and then we're gonna start sailing again. So let's go.
I'll be honest, I've been dreaming about these projects for quite a while now. It's one of my favorite things to do, honestly. The planning, scheming, thinking, drawing, more planning, back to the drawing boards, you get it. I love CADing things like this out, and it helps for everything from visualization to material management and estimation. We'll see how close I get. But I'm starting here, as I'm worried that since it's late fall here now, the impending cooler, wetter weather will make these particular projects the hardest on me. So I'm off. The weather's holding a little bit, I don't know. But welcome to my garage. Yeah. This is, everybody that walks by is like, God, it's really set up. It's like so nice. I don't know if you guys remember, I talked about this. I bought scaffolding, a couple tables, and a table saw that's back there for $300 from a guy who had been working on the hard for a year, and he was leaving, completing his stuff. So super score. Anyways, first up is the boxes, those fiberglass boxes. And what I'm doing is I am making a mold out of MDF. It's a pretty smooth wood, and so you mold it up to the shape, approximate shape that you want it, and then basically you fiberglass that box. I'm simplifying it greatly, but essentially that's what's happening. So I have been able to get all of my box pieces made, and then I actually bought in the States, this is super handy, this is super me. I bought a nail gun. This thing was about $120. It's an electric nail gun, because the thing with plywood, and especially MDF, is if you're screwing in the end of it, it can sometimes flare a little bit right where the screw is. It kind of makes it flare out, and that will transfer to the finished product. So I bought a little nail gun, and I'm going to basically get going on nailing all the boxes together. And then I'll explain the next steps with basically fiberglassing them. The wood is temporary, by the way. It's just a mold, and then you fiberglass around them, or in my case, you fiberglass on the inside of them and then strip the wood off, and you're left with, hopefully, a very nice fiberglass box. Cool. That's next. So, just a word to the wise here. I can see the handwriting on the wall. I'm forecasting that some of these projects, especially tough ones like this one with so many steps, will span more than one video, especially if the weather will not cooperate. So in other words, you should subscribe and smash that notification bell so you won't miss a thing, especially our next follow-up video. Videos, plural, probably. All right, guys, a couple updates. The boxes are pretty much done. Having a good time actually woodworking. It takes me back. It's what I used to do, build homes and work with wood. And so it's kind of cool to be doing this again. And something that has made an incredible difference. I've never used one of these. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was, but Festool, man, this is like new to me. The rail slide saw is amazing. I have a little table saw, but this thing is so clean and accurate and easy to use, and so that's been great. And then this thing has made the job way easier, the nail gun. So I put this little detail here. I didn't want the box to be completely square. I wanted it to look a little bit more, I don't know, unique or whatever. So I made a very small slice in this, not all the way through the surface, so that on the inside, it's going to be a nice, perfect, I mean, it's a radius essentially. And I saw this on another part of the boat that gave me this idea. So it's 6 degrees up there at near the helm. And so I just copied it here. It'll look maybe a little bit more like it was built originally. So I've got the two, this is my barbecue, and I have a door that's going in right here, and it'll hinge from the lower side and open like this, so you can get access in there and store cooking goods or whatever. But I got the lids built, and also one thing to note is that this is the cooler box. This is what's gonna be the freezer. And I did finish this, and I put on the, there's a mold release. So you coat all of the surfaces with a release agent that the gel coat and the fiberglass will not stick to. And when I did that, it turned out really, really bad. Even though I did what I thought I followed the instructions pretty well. It was really frustrating me, this box, because now that I put the mold release on there, nothing is supposed to stick to this. And it's also almost impossible to get off. So I didn't really know what to do. And I kind of put it aside and started cutting all the other pieces and doing all the work. And inadvertently, all the sawdust stuck to this mold release and has now created a surface that I can essentially start over from.
And see what happens. As you paint, you'll see all kind of things happening on your canvas, and very soon you learn to use all these beautiful little things that happen. We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
So I'm going to basically take some extra steps on the rest of these boxes, including this one, and I'm going to use a primer, a sandable primer, and coat the whole surface several times, sanding in between each coat. And then I'll use a clear coat gloss and do a couple coats of that and create a surface on all of these that should be very close to mirror finish, because any imperfection, any orange peel texture or surface texture will translate right onto the gel coat. So I'm going to make this thing super glossy, all of them super glossy, and then I'll start over with the mold release, and hopefully that works. So that's the thing now, and I'm kind of at a breaking point because it is getting stormy and windy, and it is supposed to build all day until tonight when it gets horrific, apparently. I don't know, who knows. If we were at sea, I would be very nervous because it's like upwards of near 50 knots expected, gusting up to 50. You can see it's pretty cloudy and it's getting windy. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to clean everything up and move on to inside projects, I think.
You know, it's not often when we are out of the water that I feel the need to watch the weather. I mean, why would we really? But this time there was a lot of talk around town and the marina about what was being forecast. So here I was, not even out at sea, pulling the weather forecasts again. And something was definitely coming.
Oof, it is not pretty out. As expected, as forecast, they were correct on this one. Oh my gosh, it is nasty. I've got plenty of stuff to do inside, but I'm just lacking the motivation, to be honest. I really just want to, I miss Erica so much. It's so weird being back on the boat without her. And these are the type of days where it's like, we probably would just blow everything off and just kind of lay around and watch movies and make popcorn and snuggle up and Netflix and chill, but man, can't do that. Okay, so what I got to do today, I got to pull this fridge. I've got cooling fans, if you guys remember. I have 2 that I've added to each fridge and the freezer, and what they do is they clear the cavity in the back of all the hot air that the compressor makes, and it helps make them more efficient. So I have one that pushes in and one that pulls the air out.
And the one that's pulling air out is doing this weird like on-off thing. It's not working right. I don't know if the fan needs to be replaced or what's going on, but the fridge has to be removed. Luckily, it's mostly empty. The other thing is our guest toilet down there hasn't worked since we hauled the boat out of the water. It won't move at all. I can hear it, like the electric's working, but the motor's not. So I don't know if there's something caught in there or the motor is seized or what it is, but today's a perfect day to take care of crap like that. So I'm gonna do that, and then when all that is done, because those are the nasty jobs that I don't know why I take care of those first before the fun jobs. This is where, let me back up. This is where our bed normally sits, and some of you will probably remember that we talked a little bit about this. We have a new battery bank going in, and the batteries are larger than what I have in now, and they won't actually fit in the engine compartment, which is totally fine because batteries really shouldn't be in the engine compartment anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repurpose this area, which really we've just used for storage. That's all we've ever done with it. And the tub, as clean as it looks, is actually, there's a lot of space behind it. So I'm repurposing, I'm opening that up and reclaiming a lot of that space, which, you know, I've done all over the boat pretty successfully. So once I get that tub out of there, there will be plenty of room for the batteries to sit in there. I'll clean up that area, and I'll probably even build some sort of shelf over the batteries so that we can still store stuff. So those are the three exciting projects I've got to do today. And it looks like I have today and tomorrow to do this. Can you guys hear that? It's nuts outside right now. So yeah, let's get to work, I guess, huh? Look at this. Yep, quite a bit more space now. Now I just got a ton of cleanup to do. Woo! Jesus, it is howling out, man. Oh my gosh. The whole boat is like shaking. It doesn't feel good because like we're on blocks and I don't think it's supposed to move this much. It is wild. Every halyard in the place is making noise, and it's like a cacophony of freaky boat sounds. Ooh, this is the first time I have been warm since I got back to the boat. I got real hot in that suit, man. Maybe that's what I need to sleep in, because I've been cold, man, without Erica, without my little furnace. So it's a little too early. It's 3:30. It's earlier than I normally shower, but I have it all in my beard and my hair, and my hands are itchy, and it's time. I'm just gonna take a shower, and then I'll just kind of clean up the boat and work on some other things. But I'll just show you guys the shower here. It's all the way across the yard. Not that big a deal. I'm not complaining. I'm more explaining just the situation here. And I'll show you guys the shower. It's nothing bad. It's typical of a yard, but thought maybe a few of you might want to see it. So time to shower.
I had considered just showering under our sugar scoops with all the water flowing off, but I didn't want to cross any of our neighbors this early in my stay here. Anyway, this is our common area with a new barbecue and a mini kitchen we can't use. And right down the short hall is where we have 2 small showers and 2 toilets. Nothing extravagant, but what true sailor needs extravagant? Simple but clean, that's all we need.
Whoa, good morning. It's turned up. It's gotten worse. It is freaking nuts out. This is day 3 of rain and day 2 of like a really, really nasty storm. With the wind is intense. That's what really does it. Man, it is nuts out. So I'm basically confined to the boat. Definitely only projects inside the boat, and I only go out when I absolutely have to use the bathroom or something, and then I have to kind of suit all up. Oh, this is crazy. And all my little inside projects, they all need some things. I need to go out, like I need to be able to go to the store, and so it's a little frustrating, but what can you do? Oh, look at it! Oh. Well, I kind of have to put things on pause because I need things from around the yard or even other stores or to be able to trim them under the boat. I got the tub cut out where the batteries are going to go. Now I need to make a wood shelf, and there's just no way I can bust out saws and be doing this kind of thing right now. So that's got to be put on pause, and I hate doing this. I don't like working like this, and I also don't like filming like this because it's just jumping around. So stick with me. I will finish the projects. So the next inside project that's big that I have to do is a galley remodel. I've talked briefly about this, but it all basically happened because I wanted to create a chest style freezer under that bench. So we're going to eliminate that freezer right there, and we're going to take the oven, which is kind of up and out of the way and it's kind of hard to see in. I don't know, it's kind of always bugged Erica. So we're going to move that down below, kind of how ovens in homes are. They're usually under the countertop. So we're going to move that down there and create a little bit of another drawer under the oven. This space is going to be repurposed as storage with either one big door or maybe 2 drawers, who knows yet. But I'm also going to shrink it because it takes up a lot of space. It had to for the oven, and it doesn't actually need to. There's a lot of actual counter space under there. It's really tough to see, but the counter space goes for an extra couple inches. So I'm going to shrink that corner and make that whole corner space smaller, regain a little bit of counter space. And then the last exciting thing is that this guy gets eliminated and we're making it induction. So I've got a really cool induction. It's a 2-burner induction with a third as a gas. So if we were low on energy or whatever, we do have a gas backup. So it's a combo unit. It's really neat. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this all out, start banging this out because I don't really have a lot of other choices. I'm kind of marooned inside VA today. Woo! Okay, now that this is done, I can officially say that it went very smoothly. I'm very stoked. 3 things to do. Obviously, I've talked about this before. I'm going to shrink this cabinet down to this footprint right here. So I'm going to shrink that down a little bit and then create cabinet doors and storage there. This is exciting because we have a new, larger induction cooktop. So I got to open up the countertop a little bit on that. And lastly this is where the oven will mount. So it actually fits in here quite well. I got to rerun the gas line, and then I'll create a little bit of a storage. I think I'm going to do a drawer that pulls out. I think that makes the most sense there. So yeah, back to it.
We have dreamed longingly about having induction for some time now. It's just one more big step towards full off-grid living and away from fossil fuels. But they are pretty power-hungry units, and we just couldn't swing it without an upgrade to our batteries. So now that that's happening, man, are we stoked to not have to run around town with heavy bottles, hoping that they can accommodate our particular nozzle. I mean, we still have a gas barbecue, and actually the new induction does have one gas burner as a backup for days or weeks of poor weather where we might not be making much power from solar, but surely we'll use way less gas.
What? Damn, that looks amazing. I am super, super stoked on that. All right, well, I guess that's kind of probably the easy part. Now the hard part is going to be hooking up the electric and hooking up the gas and getting it running. Hopefully by tonight so I can have some dinner. I mean, I could always hook up the old cooktop if I had to, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Whew! What a difference a day makes. Unbelievably different day. Look at this. Look at all that blue sky. I haven't seen this in forever. So, things are looking up. I'm gonna head to the store, pick up a bunch of stuff I need, get some plywood ordered, and then I can start busting out these cabinets and actually hopefully wrap up some of these projects. Start moving on to some others. But yeah, that's the plan. Let's go. Man, I am stoked on this. It is looking so good. We are probably 80% of the way there on this kitchen remodel. A lot of the edges still need to be finished, which is going to take some time. But I have a lot of people that want to come help actually, so this is a perfect job if somebody actually ends up coming up here and helping. And of course, I still have to finish the freezer, which means that I have to do all the fiberglass work. And now that it's finally starting to dry out, I can see myself getting back after that. But this is exciting. I am super, super stoked on this. I know Erica will be too. And on that note, we actually have some bad news. Yeah, less than great news. Erica's injured her leg pretty badly and is going through a pretty rough time, especially being alone right now. She's not alone, but she's without me. So I was thinking we would give her a call real quick and find out exactly what's going on, because this is not good. So see if she's available. Hi.
Hi. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Aw, how you doing?
Okay.
Your chin suggests otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything yet, but
Tell me what's going on. Tell the world. And me.
I think I tore my Achilles tendon.
How? Honey.
Dancing.
How hard were you dancing? I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Oh, babe, are you freaking kidding me right now?
No,
Tore your Achilles tendon.
I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow, but
Oh my
the
gosh, are you kidding?
the last few days in the BVIs, I went out dancing with the girls, and all of a sudden I just fell to the ground, and it felt like just someone took a baseball bat to the back of my calf, and yeah, I just fell.
Oh
And-
my gosh, honey. I leave for 3 days, and you just fall apart without me.
I know. So I'm home now. I made it to Colorado. It was
Yeah.
not easy.
I imagine.
At first you thought, I remember you saying that you thought you broke your leg, and I was like, you don't just break a leg from dancing.
Unless you're breakdancing.
Unless you're breakdancing, that's a totally different. Oh,
yeah,
babe,
but,
the Achilles.
I don't know for sure.
It's a big deal.
You know, like, it doesn't feel very good.
Are you in a lot of pain?
Yeah, it hurts, but...
So, what's the next steps? What's going on?
I have an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon tomorrow.
Okay.
And he's gonna do an ultrasound to see if that's it. But basically, like, I WebMD'd myself, ultimately.
Yeah.
And it's not broken, but I'm pretty sure it's the Achilles.
Oh my God, honey, this is... So you're not coming back to the boat?
We have to wait till tomorrow. I don't know, but it doesn't, like, if that's the case, I don't think I can.
I want my wife back. Oh, honey. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey.
I don't know. I've never hurt myself this badly, you know?
You've never even had stitches.
No.
The worst thing you've ever had is your wisdom teeth taken out. That's the most doctoring you've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Oh, babe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm home to, like, be with family and
I know.
take care of Dad.
But I want to be there for you. Oh, yeah, and you can't even do that now. You can be with them, though, but you're not going to be helping him around much. Not like he'd let you anyways.
So that's the update.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, babe, I'm
I
sorry.
guess we'll just kind of figure out what to do next after I hear back from the doctor.
All right, well, thank you for the update. I'm really sorry. This is not good news. It's really hard on you, and I'm here for you. Anything that you want, I'll do my best to do. So I guess we're just in a holding pattern until your inspection tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love you very much. I'm really sorry you're going through this, especially without me there to kind of be your crutch to, so to speak.
I got crutches.
Oh, okay, good. Those are fun.
All right.
All right, babe, I love you. Stay in touch. I gotta admit, that's worse than I thought. And this could, I know this is just the way it goes. Things never happen at the ideal time or when they're easy to handle. That's just not the way life goes. But this could not come at a worse time. I mean, with me being half a world away from her and having the boat in this limbo stage where it's not even water worthy right now. I mean, we couldn't even splash right now if we wanted to, even if I wanted to blow off all the electric projects that I'm doing. Erica's got the parts for the sail drives that she was supposed to be bringing back with her, so I can finish that project up. And freaking financially, we're just hemorrhaging money right now. Like, we knew that was going to happen in New Zealand with buying the van and then being on the hard. We're spending about $1,000 a month extra being on the hard. It's not that bad compared to other places and other situations, but it's $1,000 more than we normally spend when we're out on the water. That's just gone every month. So that's the situation. We're not immune from issues, from the life issues that everybody else is. In fact, I think a lot of times maybe we're more prone to it with this life. And we've just kind of gotten lucky that something hasn't bit us yet, bit us in the ass, but it's here now. So I'm going to sign off for now and think about this and figure out our next steps.
In all our years of sailing and traveling together, and being married for that matter, Erica and I have rarely been apart for more than a week or two. Now we were looking at months of separation, right when we had the biggest boat project list we'd faced in years. Thank you all for watching this week's episode, a tough one for us to say the least. We hope you can join us again next week and see what the diagnosis is for Erica and what our plans end up being. Cheers everyone, thanks again.